Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead, and time for Fun Friday. Today I'm not making anything. Well, I'm going to make stuff, but not till later. But I just thought I'd do a quick, there's 20 fun facts about New Year's Eve. Now, I might not be doing Fun Friday every week, because doing the 2 videos a day is getting to be a little bit hard. So, I might not. It depends on what I have going on, so we'll see. So, fun facts about New Year's Eve. Number 1, over 50 tons of trash are left in Times Square after New Year's Eve celebration. About 3,000 pounds of that is confetti. I can't imagine cleaning that up. Number 2, the confetti dropped in Times Square is holding secret messages. Now, I did not know this. The confetti in Times Square has thousands of people's wishes on them. In 2015, Wish Betty became a part of the tradition. People write their wishes for the new year and submit them to the wish wall in Times Square or online. And those wishes are turned into confetti that falls over the crowd at midnight. Now that is really cool. I like that. Number 3, many Brazilians welcome the new year at the beach. It is considered good luck. Make 7 wishes while jumping 7 waves so you can count on a good old New Year's beach party down in Rio de Janeiro. Number 4, if you hear plates breaking in Denmark on New Year's Eve, it's considered good luck. The Danes hold a tradition of throwing plates at the front door of family and friends' homes to welcome good fortune for the new year. People better not be breaking stuff all over my porch. I don't want to have to clean it up. But if it brings me good luck, maybe. Number 5, ABC's New Year's Rockin' Eve show is a long-standing tradition. You know, I haven't watched it really since, we watched the ball drop, but that's about it. Since Dick Clark went off. It's just not the same. Dick Clark began hosting the show in 1974. In December 2004, Clark suffered a stroke, and Regis Philbin stepped in at the last minute to host. In 2005, Clark officially handed hosting duties over to Ryan Seacrest. He was good. And you know, what's funny is when you hear him on the radio, you know his voice right away. Just like, what's that other guy that used to do all the music ones? I can't think of it, but you can always recognize his voice too. Number 6, New Year's resolutions aren't taken too seriously. Nearly 80% of all resolutions made at the beginning of the year are forgotten by February. So no worries if you need to restart. Number 7, you can thank a pope for making our New Year start on January 1st. The Gregorian calendar was introduced in October of 1582 by Pope Gregory the 8th and was an as revised version of the Julian calendar. It took almost 350 years for the world to get on board. Turkey didn't make the switch until 1927. Excuse me. Number 8, the reason January is called January is actually kind of deep. It's been widely reported that the month was named for Roman god Janus, but it actually rooted from the Latin word Ianu, I-A-N-U-A, which means door. The name was chosen to symbolize the opening of a new door that happens when the new year begins. I like that. Number 9, Baby New Year is actually really old. Baby New Year has been a symbol for the holiday since 600 BC. Starting in ancient Greece, when an infant was paraded around in a basket and celebrated of Dionysus, the god of fertility and wine. The baby represents a rebirth that occurs at the start of each new year. Number 10, the guy credited for Auld Lang Syne didn't fully write it. Robert Burns took the Scottish folk song Auld Lang Syne, and put his own spin on it in 1788, which is the version we know today. Auld Lang Syne means long times long past. I didn't know that either. See, when we do these, I learn stuff too, which is cool. Time balls were invented to help sailors. Long before they were used on a New Year's Eve, a ball on top of the England's Royal Observatory in Greenwich was dropped at 1 p.m. every day starting in 1833 to help captains coordinate their navigation equipment. Similar balls were set up in coastal areas around the world. I don't know that either. Number 12. The first Times Square New Year's party was thrown for a newspaper. The annual tradition in gathering in the Times Square for New York started as party to celebrate the opening of the New York Times building in 1904. Over 200,000 people participated. Back in 1904, that's a lot of people. I mean, really, think about that. Through the parties raged on, this is number 13. Through the parties raged on, there wasn't a ball drop until 1907. Fireworks were previously used to welcome in the new year, but they were banned because burning embers were falling on the crowd. A ball being lowered on the flagpole was a safer bet. Number 14. It's been a spectacle every year since, except for during World War II. Wartime restrictions put the tradition on pause in 1942 and 43. Times Square revelers observed a moment of silence at midnight instead. That's nice. Number 15. The Times Square ball weight has yo-yoed. Sounds like mine. Hopefully I'm not as big as that ball. The original ball was made from 700 pounds of iron and wood. It was later reduced to 400 pounds of wrought iron before it switched to aluminum frame in 1955. The now 11,875 pound ball didn't get its new look and materials until the millennium, when Waterford partnered with Philips Lighting to create a shimmery LED design. Number 16. Waterford comes up with new ball pattern every year. The spear is made up of 2,688 crystal triangles and has over 32,000 lights. It also displays over 16 million color patterns. You gotta admit, it is pretty cool. Number 17. Instead of the ball, Miami, Florida rings in the new year with an orange. The raising of Mr. Neon, the 35-foot sunglass-clad metal fruit, has been a tradition for over 30 years. Hey, when in Rome, baby. 18. While over the Key West, Florida, a drag queen descends in a shoe. The female impersonator, named Sushi, is lowered from the bar rooftop in a giant red high-heeled shoe that has been happening since 1996. Okay. 19. Hershey, Pennsylvania. This should not be a surprise. And I don't read these beforehand, so it's a surprise to me too. Hershey, Pennsylvania drops a giant kiss to ring in the new year. Other Pennsylvania towns have traditions that play off their names. In Mechanicsburg, they drop a wrench. In Dillsburg, they drop a pickle. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's funny. That is funny. 20. Americans drink about 360 million glasses of sparkling wine on New Year's. Corks can fly out of the bottle at speeds of 25 miles an hour, so it's best to open the bottle at a 45 degree away from yourself and others. Oh my. I just thought with New Year's Eve coming up that would be fun. So I'll be back for supper tonight, and I hope you enjoyed those few. I thought they were funny, and I really am glad I don't read them until I read them with you guys, because that makes it even more fun. But ahead of time, you guys have a blessed and wonderful new year. And when you're out, between now and then, and people are off of work or whatever, be safe. Be safe. There's a lot of crazy people out there, and you don't need to be a statistic. So be safe. Know that you're loved. I love you guys. And you have an amazing day. I'll be back for supper.